We're live.
Hello.
How are we?
Yeah, really good, thank you. How are you doing?
All good, all good. It's been a while.
Yeah, a really long time, hasn't it?
I mean, it has for everybody, to be fair.
Yeah, there is that. But you got an amazing announcement today, didn't you?
Yeah, massive. Like,
Are you hyped?
buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. It's been a really good 3 months to really work on the business, concentrate on the business. But I can't wait to get back behind the chair.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, let me just pop this on my Insta story that we are live.
Cool. And if anybody's got any questions for Emily, just get them in the chat and we can bring them up on the screen and we can just chat.
Amazing. This is going to really test my multitasking if I can
That's cool.
do both at the same time.
Yeah, there's a few people in the room. People saying, "Hey Emily, how's your day been?"
Oh, cool. Well, how is everyone? Oh, hey Ruby, how are you? Yeah, I'm really good. I've had another one of those days of just doing stuff. I don't know about you, Paul, but I seem to be filling my days with like such random stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not filling it with too much random. There's so much work that's just got to be done. And
yeah,
I suppose, I bought a BMX, I bought a skateboard, so I've been buying random stuff. I haven't been doing random stuff. I've been buying random stuff just to fill the day, really, because it's just, there's only so much without any guidelines or anything for me to plan for the salon that I didn't. I just couldn't really do much.
Yeah, I can imagine, because it's not even like you can work towards a goal because they've not given you the goal to work towards.
Yeah, until today, and we're just waiting for the guidelines to be released tomorrow. So we've put out a booking request link, and people have been we've had hundreds of people just sending it in, and once we get the guidelines, we're going to call everybody. The thing is, though, I've just bought a new booking system for the salon. It's really like social media driven as well, which is why we went for it. But the team have got to be trained on it, so it's all crazy at the minute. But I'm super excited.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. So you get your the guidelines for you specifically tomorrow, right?
Hopefully. Yeah.
Because there's been rumours things like this.
That was already choppy then.
Oh, sorry. No, I said there's been rumours going around that you've got to wear visors and things like that.
Yeah, well, the thing so today come out visors. I didn't think we would. I thought it would just be masks, but visors, masks, gloves, aprons, clients in gowns as normal. So the only thing that's different is the mask and the visor. And
okay, so it doesn't affect the client, really?
Well, I don't know, because that might be a guideline. The guideline might be the client has to wear a mask. I suppose the client will have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
But maybe because we're wearing a visor and a mask, we're sort of restricting it twice. I don't really know, to be honest.
Either way, it's just good that you're opening back up.
Yeah.
Really?
Super excited. I can't wait. It's like the 3 months has flown by, but yeah, it's so good just to know that we're going back.
Yeah.
We're lagging a little bit, some people are saying. Is it better now?
Is it better?
In America, the client has to wear a mask. Oh, so they're all throwing in questions about hair products already. So there's some people on here that don't, they obviously know you, but do you want to do a little intro?
Cool. So I'm Emily Canham. I'm a YouTuber. I talk about all things beauty, fashion, lifestyle, hair, and I have known Paul for probably about 6 years.
Yeah, I was just flicking through the YouTube videos, and it was over 5 years ago, that video where you came into the salon, had your hair done for the first time.
Yeah, crazy. So a long time, and I have a very strange relationship with my hair. I cut it really short. Well, not really short, for me, really short, probably about 4 or 5 years ago. And since then, I've just been right, I'm growing it. I've never dyed my hair, but to me, my hair is very important. So I take a lot of time looking after it. So I guess we're all kind of on this hair journey just to get the healthiest hair possible.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's like what we're going to talk about. Like you've received a package today, and Marissa was just here. So Marissa is our marketing and PR person from Joico in Helmond in the Netherlands.
Oh, brilliant.
So yeah, we're going to be talking heavily Joico because I work for Joico, but we'll also talk about like your ambassador for L'Oreal makeup.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just go into it, and we'll just talk about let's talk about, because people often want to know how to get into YouTube.
Yeah.
And something that I'm really investing a lot of time in at the minute. I'm trying to do it.
Yeah.
And it's something that we always get asked on these lives is, how do you get the confidence to do it? How do you do it? And what like kit do you need?
Yeah. Okay. Well, for me personally, I filmed about 4 YouTube videos, edited them, had them ready, and then didn't have the guts to upload them. So this was over about maybe 6 months to a year. And all I can say, like the first bit of advice, is you're never going to improve until you upload that first video.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you found this, because unless like you have to find your style, don't you? And you feel a bit awkward with the camera, and then like you're such a natural now, and it's progression.
Oh, I don't feel it at all. Like,
you look it though.
Really? Oh no. Yeah. It's still very. Oh, it's getting easier. It is getting easier. Like you get like when I started with my phone, it felt weird, and then moving to a camera was like the hardest thing, because you've got this big thing that you're holding in front of everybody. But yeah, it's getting easier, and it took a year for it just to sort of now feel a little bit natural.
Yeah, definitely. No, it just becomes part of your kind of, it sounds strange, but it becomes part of your routine. So I always have my G7X camera just in my bag wherever I go. Like I went to IKEA the other day, didn't have any intentions of vlogging it. And then halfway through I was like, oh, I should probably be filming this. This is like, you know, really interesting content. I whipped it out and away we go. It's just become part of you. But yeah, you don't need any crazy equipment. I mean, most people I know start on their iPhones. iPhones have, you know, they film in 1080p, 60 frames per second. You don't actually need any more than an iPhone. And it's just kind of, I think it's just finding your niche. Like the confidence is a really hard thing. I really, you know, I really resonate with that. But it's taking that first step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I wanted to do it for so long, and then when you came into the salon, that was like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. And it's took me 6 years to do it, basically.
Yeah, but I think once you start, you just opportunities in front of you, this thing that you get to grow, and it's just such an exciting thing to put yourself into. Yeah.
I mean, I do love it now. Like the series I've been doing this past week has been about the build up to what Boris is going to say, and now I'm going to continue it with how we're going to prepare for the salon, to let clients know, but also let other salons know that like we're all in the same boat. We're all worried. We're all it's all new. We don't know what's going to happen. So just to take the edge off a little bit, and the positivity I've had from it back is unreal. And I think that's
you're in community, don't you?
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, but no, that was a cool question about what you use to edit if you do it on your phone. So it depends. Like iPhones, there's an iMovie app on your phone. You can edit on there, or you can send it over to your computer. It's just kind of like, I learned everything I know about YouTube from YouTube. So I would just search everything. I would watch videos. That's genuinely how I learned. I've never paid for a course or anything like that. There is so much free information out there.
Yes, like, and what I was saying to you the other day about hairdressing and YouTubers. So my friend Dave Atkinson, The Life of Hair, he is the biggest UK YouTuber, and he's got 22K.
Yeah, wow.
Like when I'm getting up to like 5.5, it's like the second biggest channel for UK hairdressers. So it is just something that we're testing the water with at the minute, with how to encourage hairdressers to get into it a bit more. Because it is, I mean, hairdressers seem really confident behind a chair, but that's our little bubble.
Like, I've never thought of it like that.
It's like we're really content. We're really like our clients in the chair. We know everything around us, and we're just doing our thing. And then you try and, as soon as we have to get up on stage, which is a big terrifying thing, or you get in front of a camera, it's completely different. It takes away your safety blanket because you've got nobody in front of you basically, and you're having to perform.
Yes, it's not what you signed up for.
No.
Not at all.
So there's loads of people just wanting to know hair. So let's ask some questions, and then we'll go into what we do with your hair.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my hair has grown so much. I don't know if you can see this, but it's ridiculous. So do you want to questions about that? What's that? Sorry.
Like 4 inches of growth.
Probably about that. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Right. Let's find some questions on. So what's this one? What products deserve more hype? I'll let you do like your thing, and then I'll do like the professional side.
Okay, cool. So from my point of view, oh my gosh, I use so many different hair products. My current favorite shampoo conditioner combo is actually the Garnier Hair Food. It's like a banana one, super random. They do a hair mask, which is brilliant. But I mean, I change it up. Like pretty much every wash, I use a different shampoo and conditioner. Then I like kind of rotate. Yeah. So yeah, I would definitely say if you haven't tried the Garnier Hair Food range, I really like that.
Cool. And on a professional side, I know I work for Joico, so I'm going to talk about Joico. But the product that deserves more hype is our, and you've had it loads of times, it's our K-Pack 4-step hair repair treatment. Yeah. So we have 4 steps to it. It cleanses, closes your cuticle, adds loads of strength and moisture, and not many people know about it.
No, but makes your hair feel incredible.
Yeah, and like your hair is like super shiny afterwards. But it's more about taking your hair from where it is back to like a virgin sort of state, and I think that's what it does super well. So yeah, I like your surname as well, Ruby. Cool surname.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with that one. Very good.
What colour should I dye my hair? What colour is your hair? If you
we don't know what you're starting with.
Yeah, put your comment down below, and as we get to it, we'll answer it. So, best shampoo for dry hair. Well, the one you've just received today is unbelievable.
Okay.
We've got to do a little bit more, but
yeah, this one.
Hairdresser. So it's for like fine to medium hair, thirsty hair. So thirsty hair is dry hair, and what it is coconut water infused formulas. And it's designed for like a 24-hour hydration. Okay. So it will hydrate your hair ongoing for 24 hours with the ingredients that you've got in there. And there's another one as well. So if you've got thick hair, we have moisture recovery. So that's what I would say best for dry hair. How is your hair condition, Emily?
I would actually say it is quite dry. I don't know why, because I've not been doing anything different during lockdown. I still try to, use hair oils, hair masks, but I guess I've been throwing it up a lot. I think that's what's caused it. But it's grown, which is brilliant. But yeah, I think it just, when it just needs a bit of love, it's kind of at that point.
Yeah. And I mean, my sister did that I think she did it for 6 months. She was like, she didn't really straighten it or blow dry it. She just put it up. And her hair grew so quickly.
Yeah, crazy.
I think it's just like the stresses that we put on it daily, blow drying and just stretching that hair out, creating that dryness, and then you're going to get split ends.
Yeah.
Emily Grace, my hair is getting thinner. How do you get it back to its usual thickness? So as long as you're not getting like bald spots or anything like that, and it's just like sort of shedding a little bit. Again, Joico Joyful. I've used that on you. I think I used that on you last time, Emily, because it was the brand new product.
Yeah.
It was one that smelled like amazing. Joico Joyful. What do you use on your hair for thickness?
Oh my gosh, I'm so bad with things like that. Like if I'm struggling with a certain problem, I'll just come into the salon and be like, help. Yeah. So I don't really know what to do like at home. I can deal with moisture if it's a bit kind of dry. I know I can pop some hair oils, hair masks, but besides that, I'm a bit at a loss. Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, the hardest thing for a hairdresser to get across to a client is how much that you need products. Yeah. When you come into the salon, we use a very good shampoo, a very good treatment, a very good conditioner,
So we've already started with 3 products which are going to maintain your hair to the best of its ability, basically.
Yeah.
And then when we come to cutting, we might use a pre-cutting spray or cream. And then when we're styling, we're then using the products again. So we're using probably about 5 to 6 products in your hair, whereas a lot of people just maybe take one or don't take any.
Yeah.
And I think that's the hardest thing. It's definitely the hardest thing for us as hairdressers to we're not on the hard sell. We're just like prescribing. And that's the hardest thing. But what have you been up to in quarantine?
Oh my goodness. I've been eating a lot.
We all have. I went crazy on chocolate like the first month.
The first month I ate whatever I wanted. I was like, this is cool, doesn't matter, we've got no end date, no one's gonna see me.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where it was like, oh, well, I actually don't feel too great. So I did this like 2-week shred, which is brilliant. So I'm like back on it now. I've been working, I've been like working out. Just, I don't know, I've been trying to take the time to do the things that I never have the time to do.
Yeah. I was gutted at the gym announcement today, or lack of, because I struggle at home workouts, and I just wanted the gym to be open, so it'd be like, right, you've got to do it.
Yeah. I've heard October.
Oh, really?
Is scary, but then my friends that are in Australia, their gyms are all back running as normal.
Yeah, and then it's Christmas, so what's the point of going gym?
Exactly.
Wait till January and then hit the gym. What do you? So like you've got like you haven't really got like flyaway hair. You've got like loads of hair. So what?
I mean, I've got like flyaways at the top, just from like I don't know what it's from.
New growth.
Yeah, probably. But if I was one of those people that never used products. So I would like curl my hair, wouldn't use a heat protector. I wouldn't use I wouldn't use hairspray to set it because I'd be like, ew, it makes my hair feel crunchy. Yeah. And I think what I came to realize is I just hadn't found the right products.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what it came down to. So like for me, I've just started trying to like style my hair with different products. Like I used to do a low bun and it would get so messy and fall out, and I'd be like, why can everyone else do this so much better than me? But in fact, I just wasn't putting anything on my hair. Yeah,
it's like primer. So when you're painting, you'll put a primer on, and then you'll put a top coat. So that's how we sort of look at it with hair products. Like if you're not adding a base to it, like with a house, you need the foundations to build a house. So if you're trying to get your hair to stay curly, to stay up, to stay straight, you need something which is going to prime it.
Yeah, literally.
But
so that changed my game completely.
Using products. So what product would it be? Would it be like, so for thick hair, fly away, what, like a hairspray or an oil or a serum?
It depends how my hair feels. Is that silly to say? Like sometimes I get flyaways because my hair feels dry, so I'll put an oil on it. Or sometimes if it's freshly washed, then I'll use some hairspray or something. Yeah, it depends.
Yeah, I mean, it's that everybody's individual. So if you've got thick, wavy, flyaway hair, you could just have that natural texture in your hair that you're going to get that sort of lift. Mousses, creams, hairsprays, serums, oils. Just speak to like your hairdresser, and they'll be able to recommend a product for your hair type. I think that's like when you just booking for a consultation with your hairdresser. That's what I'd recommend to a lot of these people asking questions here. Is we love telling you like what is best for your hair, because you're basically our walking advert. So if you're looking great, people are going to ask you where you get your hair done, and it's going to be coming to us. So let's scan through. Can you say
that's a cool question. Hi, how are you doing? No, there was a really cool one that's like, how many times should you go for a trim per year? I feel like so many people ask this. Like, how often should you be going into the salon?
Every 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay.
If you've got short hair, between 4 to 6. If you've got medium to long hair, 6 to 8. Purely because in 4 weeks' time, your hair's grown on average about just over a centimetre.
Right.
So just getting a trim, but this is the thing. So when it's if you're growing your hair and you're going for a trim, make sure you find a hairdresser who understands you're growing your hair and you just want to trim.
Okay.
Because it's something that I got like recognized for, where people would recommend me because I literally take off like what's needed.
Yeah.
And it gets it like you're doing something different. Like if someone goes into a salon for a trim and they're taking off an inch and you go every 6 weeks, you're actually losing length over time.
Yeah.
So just find a hairdresser that understands you're growing it. Products will help massively when you're like, if you've got split ends or anything like that, just needs moisture and looking after, treating the hair, but find a hairdresser who understands what you're doing.
Okay.
My hair is so thick and annoying. How do you try not to listen to people's negative opinions?
Oh, this is a good one. I feel like this is super relevant right now. And I think it depends who the people are as to how you deal with it. Like if they're people in your life, then I think it's a good thing to maybe take a step back and think, you know, are they negative opinions or are they like saying it out of a place of love? Do I need to like take a step back and reassess if I'm making the right decisions, being a good person?
Yeah.
But if people don't know you, then I don't think you can really kind of take anything from it because they don't know you.
Yeah, totally. Like you're going to get people all your life that are going to give negative opinions, or like when you're younger, you'll be in like cliques and groups and all that. But like I'm older, and your circle when you get older, I say older, like, but it gets smaller.
Absolutely.
And then what you do is then you pick people to join your circle that complement you. And I think that's like when growing up, you want to be popular. You want people to like you. You want to like them, and you're just in this big circle of friends. But then as you get older, you're just attaching yourself to positive thinkers and positive people around you, and then your vibe attracts your tribe is what we go by.
So true. But I don't know about you, but I've noticed as I've gotten older, if there is someone that's maybe bringing me down, speaking to me maybe the way they shouldn't be, it really stands out now.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, you're not a person I want around me. Whereas at school, people could do so many things, call me this, call me that. I'd be like, oh, it's fine, they're my friend. And now I'm like, oh my goodness.
I know, it does. It becomes very apparent when I don't know, I suppose after the whole university thing, maybe you're getting into like you're getting into a career, you're sort of finding your way, and you just, I don't know, you just life is different when you're getting older.
Yeah, definitely.
So how do you get your shiny hair? Tell us. Which froze.
How do I get my shiny hair? My hair is at its best when I don't do anything. Sorry, did it freeze?
Yeah.
My hair's at my best when I don't do much with it. So I've really been trying not to wash it as much. I've been doing like hair training. I don't know if that's the right term, but I was watching this whole thing on this girl who washed her hair every 5 days, and she kind of explained how she got that point. Yeah. So I now wash my hair every 5 days. And because I've been working out, and my biggest thing was like, how do I deal? Sorry, I've gone really off on a tangent with this, Millie, but trust me, it comes back round. I was like, how do I then work out, get sweaty, but then have my hair look nice the next day? I want to work out every day. I can't wash it every day. So I've started kind of like rinsing with water or like just drying it with my hair dryer. And so I've just washed my hair literally half an hour ago, and I dry the roots, leave the ends, and that has made my hair so much more shiny. Washing it less, just drying the roots with a hairdryer, because then it lasts for longer without getting greasy, and then letting the rest of my hair just do its thing.
Yeah, that's basically it. Like less heated tools, air drying. We've got a really good new product with Joico called Zero Heat. We'll have to get you it. We'll have to, if Marissa's still here, or Sam. I know Sam is marketing as well. We'll have to, or Alison. Alison's the UK PR. That's
everyone's here.
Yeah, that's who sent you the gift overnight.
That was so quick. It turned up, and I was like, "That's impressive."
Yeah, I know. When you sent me the picture, I sent it to Alison. She was like, "Oh, good." But we'll have to get you some Zero Heat, because Zero Heat, they do one for thin to medium, and they do one for thick hair. And what it is you basically run it through your hair, let it dry naturally, and if you brush it smooth, it will dry like frizz free.
Oh,
if you
wow.
stretch it in, you'll get like a sort of a beachy wave. But there's some really cool techniques. If you like pin it up and all that, you'll get some different looks. So we'll have to try that sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be really cool.
Millie again, how do you grow your hair? Start at the beginning, like good diet. A good diet.
I don't know about you, but I notice with my hair, it's all down to how much water I drink, which sounds so silly. But if I'm hydrated, my hair just seems to grow so fast.
Yeah. I mean, if we are healthy, we are going to reap the benefits of it. And our hair is sort of seen as dead coming out of our head, but it needs so much like moisture and products and everything like that to make it nice. That keeping yourself, I mean, all of your everything you ingest comes through your hair. So like if you did say drugs 5 years ago, down by like your waist, you'd be able to see when you did it.
Really?
Yeah. So
wow.
if you like, so from center parting to the top of your ears, that's a year's growth.
Okay.
But so you know when people are ill and they've been taking like loads of prescribed drugs and they say, "Oh, my hair's really greasy," and then like it starts to grow and it feels better, but then there's like this. We find this band of hair where it's like, oh, maybe the color won't take, or maybe it's a little bit curlier than normal, and it's normally a period of time in your life where something was different.
Wow, that's so interesting. So, like, would alcohol affect that?
Yeah.
Or not really? Really? Because I don't drink, I don't do, anything like that. I eat very well. I drink a lot of water. So maybe that's just why my hair grows so quickly.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never really linked it up that much with kind of lifestyle, I guess.
Yeah. It's like if you're running good, then everything about you is going to be better. So.
Wow, crazy.
Right. Where else shall we go? Here's a GHD question.
Oh, this is a great one. Is GHD the best hair straightener, curl, or dry? Well, I feel like we may have conflicting opinions on it. So I love the GHD Helios hairdryer. Like, it's life-changing. I didn't think a hairdryer could be better than another hairdryer. I was like, it's a hairdryer. And I got off my birthday, and genuinely, if I dry my hair from soaking wet to like bone dry, it takes me probably 7 minutes maximum. And there's none of this frizzy flyaway bits that you can see now from letting this bit naturally dry. It's just straight, but still it's not flat. It's crazy. I can't explain it. And colors are straight. Yeah, I just tend to go for GHD. It's just my go-to brand. I've never had any problems. They last forever. Yeah. But I mean, what's your opinion on this?
So I used GHD for years. Up until very recently, I wanted to try something different. So I had a major issue with Dyson. Like, I went through like 5 dryers in a year. And I was then looking at testing loads of different hair dryers. I had GHD, I had loads. And I've just found a company in Italy called Upgrade, and their tools are so innovative. Did I show you it? No, I forgot it, didn't I?
Yes. Oh my gosh, this is that one.
Yeah. So this is that company. So yeah, Upgrade for me at the minute is like my go-to electrical range. But if I was like, as a very well-rounded, really good brand, GHD, like you can't beat it.
Yeah, GHD, and I think they're actually priced really well as well. Yeah.
For the technology, 100%.
Yeah.
Lucy, how do you hold curl for longer? What do you do for holding your curls, Emily?
Oh my goodness. So I've had a bit of a journey with curly hair. Like, for my hair to stay in when I was younger, I used to have to like pin it all on my head, pin curl, every single curl. So I found it's a lot to do with the tool you use as well, because now I can use certain tools and they're fine. So make sure you're using a tool that kind of is right for your hair, or if they're all falling out, just try a different curler or try with your straighteners. Priming with the right product, I find, helps a lot. And also, I will never curl my hair on the day that I wash it. So I'll wait until the next day. that makes a massive difference. But yeah, if I know I'm going to an event and I want my hair to last all day, I will pin curl it until it's all kind of cooled down. I will take it down, brush it through, and then I'll put a serum through it, an oil or something, and then a hairspray, and it does not budge.
Cool. Yeah, that's it. I mean, some people make the mistake of taking it out when it's still warm. Yeah. So if you're doing that, Lucy, just make sure it's 100% cool. Get a good amount of hairspray on, like Emily said, get a good primer in there, and you should be good. If you're not, put another question in. Lucy, what are you using to curl your hair at the moment? That's an interesting one. It's one of my girls. Stacey works in Kettering, so yeah, she's all over Hydra Splash. Here's Marissa again. So, this will be your new favorite. Your new favorites, Emily.
I can't wait to try.
Cool. How to not get split ends?
I don't know the answer to that at all.
Well, I mean, you sort of answered it. You're going to get split ends depending on your hair type, basically. They'll happen quicker if your hair's of a thinner density and if it's blonder, because your hair is a little bit weaker. If your hair is darker and more coarse, you'll probably get longer out of it. But heated tools, yeah, heated tools really. That's what if you don't want to get split ends, try to use heated tools less. How can I lose so much hair when I shower? This is a good question. I hear this all the time. Have you got an opinion?
This happens to me so every time I shower, especially now I'm washing my hair less. And so say if I'm washing on day 5, for day 3 and 4, or maybe even if I'm washing it in the evening of day 5, I'll have my hair either up or in braids or something like that. So especially after it's been up for not a few days, I'll obviously take it down and redo it. But I noticed so much hair come out.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, as long as there's no bald patches, as long as there's no alopecia or anything like that happening, the reason we lose so much hair in the shower is potentially because if you haven't showered for 3 days, we lose up to 250 strands a day. So if you haven't brushed your hair or done anything to it in 3 days, you're nearly on 1,000 strands of hair that are going to be coming out in the shower, and you're like, oh my God. But as long as you're not got bald patches or anything, it's completely normal. But it's what freaks people out. And with guys as well, a lot of guys say to me,
oh really? I would never think about that.
Yeah. So if you do, if you say you have your hair in a bun, say for 3 days, or a bun, ponytail, and braids, and then you go in the shower, and because you've had it up, it's sort of all secure. And then as soon as you wash it, you've got all of these hairs coming out. So that there's 3 stages of hair growth: anagen, catagen, telogen, and they're the growing stage, the stage where it stays in your head, and the stage in which it falls out. So that's happening all the time. Because could you imagine if it happened all at once? We grew hair, it stayed, and then went, and we were bald for a couple of years.
That would be my worst nightmare.
If it was normal, imagine if you're going through that stage. Yeah.
I'd be wearing this. I'd be that girl with pink hair for 6 months.
What's this question? My hair is like a dark blonde with balayage colour. With balayage colour, would you recommend? My hair is like a dark blonde brown kind of colour with balayage colour. Would you recommend? I think your hair is dark blonde brown kind of, and do you want a balayage? Balayage are super cool. They are really low maintenance. You can really customize the color. You can customize the blend. You can make them really subtle or really intense. So yeah, I mean, again, speak to your hairdresser, consult it out, and whatever your vibe is. If you can't have anything too crazy, then just go for something subtle, something really sun-kissed. You just got off the beach and like that. But if you want to go quite intense, then go for it. I mean, I love colour. I'm trying to colour Emily's hair, but
you remember years and years ago you wanted me to do a balayage, and then we were like, no, Zoella's just done it, we can't do it.
Yeah, I know. That's all I think about now, and I think, it looks so good. But the brand, what is the best tool? So with do you want to talk your GHDs?
Yeah, so what's the best tool to use to wave or soft curl your hair? Okay, well, I'm a like big straightener girl. If I can do it with a straightener, I will. If I can do it without any other products, that's what I'm going to do, especially when I'm traveling and things. Generally, it will just be a straightener and a hairdryer I have with me. So I actually posted a video, maybe I think it was last Saturday, about this, about how I kind of curl with my straighteners, which when you brush it out, goes to a lovely soft wave. I would just say, get using your straighteners, get practicing with them, get playing with them, because you'll be able to create like the nicest waves and so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, straighteners are so versatile. The only thing that I do like the curl with straighteners. If there's so many ways to do it though, like I've got a video on my YouTube channel of creating like a flat wave, and it instead of getting like that ringlet, it just creates like a bit of a Hollywood sort of wave, and it's just a different way of doing it. Yeah. But yeah, they're so versatile, and I use a number of tongs. Like Upgrade again, that tool I wanted to use on you, the freestyle. It's basically, it's like a straightener, but it doesn't move, so it's got a gap. Put your hair in it, and you basically twist it, and your hair curls beautifully. So there is this one. So I haven't blow dried my hair and did not use heat tools, but it still won't grow. It all depends on, again, lifestyle. If your hair length is and age. So like your hair length is supposed to be in your genes. So when you hit like a certain age, it will still grow. You just won't get the full growth you did when you were younger.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But again, using great products and not using too many heated tools like you're not, I'd recommend, it depends if your hair is dry, or if your hair is breaking because of it being brittle, or if it's just, I don't know, lacking moisture. It's either strength or moisture, and that's the things really that you need to grow healthy hair. There's my sister.
Oh, hey.
Here's Laura. Emily needs to try K-Pack hairspray. This.
Okay. Oh, lovely. Okay. Yeah. What's so special about this?
So K-Pack, this is Joico's, like, the reason it's gold is like it's the Rolls Royce of our product range, and we're doing something so cool with it at the minute, but you're going to find out anyway.
Okay.
Right, so, but we just can't talk about it. But what it contains is, this whole hype of plexes. So like people will have heard of Olaplex as the biggest one because of the Kardashians. And we've had it in our products from day one, but never really shouted about it. And it's called quadramine complex. And what it is, it's like a strengthening. There's strengthening ingredients, moisturizing ingredients, but we have it in our K-Pack range. So we have it in our hairspray. Wow. So we've got it in our color, in our stylers, in everything, but in the gold range. So you'll have a hairspray which is like Joy Shape, which is just a normal hairspray. But in the K-Pack, which is gold, you have our quadramine complex. So it will be looking after and rebuilding and strengthening your hair, but as a hairspray. So that's why it's like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Not crispy.
So it's like while you're using it.
Say that again?
That's cool. So it's like helping your hair as you're using it. So it's not like using products that's going to damage your hair. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas hairsprays, you find that they're full of alcohol and they really dry your hair out. Whereas this actually helps your hair.
That's cool.
So here is someone that I was just talking about, actually. So Olaplex. So recently started using Olaplex. Have you used Olaplex?
I haven't ever. No.
I don't know if I have on you.
I thought it was a blonde thing. Is that silly to think that?
No. Yeah, that's totally, because people use it in blonde hair because they want to maintain the structure of the hair and rebuild the bonds. Because we're stripping the hair of everything, we need to rebuild the hair while we're lifting the hair. So Olaplex, that's what Olaplex does. Right. But you can have standalones. And I'm thinking, did I do a standalone treatment on you that first time you came in? But it might have been the 4-step with Joico all that time. I don't know. I can't remember. Probably the 4. I don't know. But let's get to the question. So recently I started using Olaplex treatment and I love it. I use 1 and 2, which isn't sold to the public, but I managed to get some. Have you ever tried it? If not, would you recommend it? So yeah, it's a very good product, but the only thing that I really struggled with it is because there's so much strengthening protein and everything in there. It can sometimes, if you're using a strengthening shampoo and conditioner as well, you can be getting too much of the proteins and it can make your hair become brittle.
Okay.
So that was the only thing. But as a treatment, Olaplex is like unreal. Their marketing campaign, unbelievable. That's why it's been so good. So what do you want to, well, this is a question from me to you, Emily. What are you thinking next?
With my hair, oh my gosh. So with lockdown and everything, I'm kind of in the mood of like, you only live once, which is dangerous. And no, absolutely not. I kind of want to dye it.
Do you?
I do, but I'm scared.
Love it.
Like one day I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, I actually want to go bleach blonde. And then I was like, okay, no. But I think if maybe I had some like lighter bits in it, some type of highlights or something, like very, I don't know, I always say her hair, but you know Jessica Alba, how she has the kind of light, she's got like brown hair, but she has quite a lot of light through it. And I really like that. But I don't know how that would work with me, like keeping up with it. Do you know what I mean? That's like my reservation, is how often would I have to get it redone and things like that.
Again, like you wouldn't, we could do it so seamlessly that you could basically have it, like it, grow it out.
Yeah.
We could make it where you have it for a bit and you think, oh, I love this. Let's go a little bit more intense.
Yeah.
And you can work up that way. But I was watching, you know, Brad Mondo.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching him and he was doing reactions to, what's that? America's Next Top Model.
Right.
And they took someone from your hair color to bleach blonde and it looked so good. Like when you said bleach blonde, I could see that on you.
Oh my gosh, don't tempt me. I think my boyfriend would scream. Like, who are you?
It would be, I mean, what a transformation it would be.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. It'd be fun, wouldn't it?
It would be mad.
I don't think I'm that confident.
No, we can talk about like just having some little reflex in there to begin with. Add a little twist to it.
Yeah, I think why not? I feel like my hair's been the same color literally my whole life for 23 years.
Yeah.
So, and it's like my hair's actually in really, really good condition at the moment as it goes. So why the heck not?
Cool. Well, 4th of July.
Let's do it.
So my cousin is a hairdresser and does my hair, but always cuts too much off of it. She's in her late 20s, but I'm only 13, so don't want to upset her. So don't know how to tell her. Any tips?
You've got to be honest, haven't you?
Yeah. Just say you're growing it and just like, or leave it a little bit longer in between your appointments. Like just say, instead, if you're going 6 to 8 weeks, maybe just push it to 10. There's no, like your hair at 13 is going to be unreal. So you're not going to need loads of products and all that on your hair. Your hair's going to be really good condition. So leave it a little bit longer, but then just say you're growing it and just take it off like a tiny bit. That's what I would say.
Yeah, good advice.
Here's a good one for you, because I know you're an advocate of masks.
Love a good mask. Oh my goodness, there are so many. So I have a few that I go back to, but it depends. Again, it depends what my hair needs. Like say if I don't want to do a whole mask and my hair just feels like it needs something on the ends, I'll use the Dream Lengths No Haircut Cream from L'Oreal, which is brilliant as like a finishing product. But if I need to do like a super intense mask, I love, it's by Michael Van Clark and it's called 3 More Inches. It's pretty pricey, but it's so good. Like I would recommend that to everyone. But a drugstore hair mask that's brilliant. Again, the Garnier hair food range are just unreal. There's a banana one that just, it smells incredible. There's like a coconut one. I'm pretty sure there's a pomegranate one. They're all fabulous.
Cool, love that. And I would say 4-step, to be honest. If you're looking for a really good intense treatment, find a Joico Salon have a 4-step treatment, and then you can maintain it at home. The hairstylist will be able to show you what there is to look after strength and moisture at home. It's just, yeah, my fave. What helps with breakage around the hairline? So you had a short hairline, didn't you, recently? Not down to breakage, but
no. I mean, I feel like this is a really tricky question. What would you say if someone kind of walked in and was like, help?
Breakage from the hairline. It is hard because sometimes you're mistaking it for growth. So if you've got like baby hairs like this, and then you've got hairs which are like that, and then they grow through to meet up with them, but the bits were longer, they've sort of blended in now. So the hairline's a really delicate area. And if it is down to breakage from like ponies, headbands, anything like that, braiding too heavy, I would say just sort of loosen it up a little bit. Maybe change the hairbands you're using, or if you're doing like French braids, just like pull it out a little bit so it's softer, so you're not getting that traction on it. That's what I would say. I can't believe the time. It's just like,
oh my goodness, we've been chatting for 45 minutes.
I know. What else should we do? There's more split end ones. Breakage around the hairline. Somebody else, so I hope that helped. Love Olaplex, but it's very expensive. So again, jump on Joico. Jump on like Paul Watts Hairdressing website. I've got it on there if you want to have a look. We've got some of the products on there you can have a look at. Emily, what have you recently added to your healthy habits list?
Oh, this is a great question.
Ruby's got them all.
So I've been trying to get up earlier again. I feel like I go through amazing phases where I'm up super early and really productive, and then maybe we'll have a stint of bad weather or something where I'm just a bit demotivated. But recently it's been a lot about getting up and like doing something productive within the first like half an hour of the day, because that just makes me feel so much better about the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, and focusing on my mornings, that's been the thing recently.
Yeah, I think like the whole, I've got a friend who always promotes make your bed. I can't say I do all the time, but she says if you like, that's your first positive thing you do of the day is make your bed, then things can only get better. And I think that's a really cool way to look at things. Yeah,
absolutely. I make my bed every single day without fail.
Here's a.
We'll see what happens, won't we?
I have thick hair, I want to go short, but I'm worried that it would look quite boxy and thick. What would you recommend? Again, speak to a hairdresser. Like, if you've got a good hairdresser who will understand your worries, then it won't look boxy. It will complement your face shape and your hair type. So I'm all about consultation. If you just talk out with your hairdresser, even book a consultation prior to your appointment. Prior?
Yeah.
Yeah. And just talk it out, because find somebody who and understands what you don't want to get from it. So this is a good one for you because you've gone through this recently.
Yeah. So hard to do, and I never know, like there's always a trigger, but I never know what it is. So my thing recently, if I let all of my hair air dry, by maybe tomorrow evening, I'll need to wash it again. And I found like using a hairdryer and to actually dry even just my roots makes so much difference. And having my hair up, as in like for a few days, I'll have it down. Generally, I'll have 2 days of like good hair down, and then I'll have maybe day 3, 4, 5 in braids or up some way. And my hair really hasn't been getting that greasy anymore.
Yeah, just because like dry shampoo is a thing and people love it. And we've got a new one called Weekend Hair, which basically, when you've gone out the weekend and you don't want to have to wash it on Monday, you spray it through and it will refresh. But the best way I find using dry shampoo is once you've washed your hair, spray it in straight away once it's dry, and then oils won't build up. That's one of the best ways to.
Cool. I never thought of that.
Yeah. And here's Marissa again. So hopefully Marissa's going to send you this one. Luster lock treatment. So yeah, luster lock treatment is another like game changer. We've got it in a spray, but the luster lock treatment is like a in between your shampoo and conditioner. Oh, yeah. We've had the spray, luster lock spray, the one like.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, I love that. I love that. Such good product.
How do you maintain? All the time.
Okay, so I have, and this is why. So I mean, if you're watching this and you watch my channels, or if you don't know me. So I live in London, and I travel back to Northamptonshire to Paul to get my hair cut for this exact reason, because he actually listens to what I would like, which is really helpful. I have this one kind of image in my head from when I was younger. I think I must have been around 13, maybe 12.
Is that the picture?
Pardon?
Is that picture you showed me?
Yes, yeah, that exact picture. So it was just before my older sister's like 16th birthday, something like that, and I was like, I want short hair. Did I want short hair? No, but I went and did it, and she cut it to about here. And then there was the whole talk of, yeah, well, Emily, it's a bit of an awkward length now because it's going to go flicky and you're going to have to straighten it. So I may as well take a few more inches off. And, you trust your hairdresser, don't you? Because why not? They know best. So I kind of look at my mum. My mum's like, it's your hair. So she took a few more inches off. Gosh, it must have been this short. And I still had a crazy side fringe. So it was so heavy. And I left the salon and I was like, yeah, thanks so much. And I just bawled. And I had my hair up every day for probably the next 2 years. And thank gosh my hair grows quickly because it was a nightmare.
Yeah. So this is the whole thing, like consult with, but like you were young. So
yeah.
I had, when I was little, really, really bad haircuts. I had a Nike tick in my hair.
No way.
Yeah, and it looked like the Shore tick from the deodorant. It was just like,
brilliant.
Oh, it was dreadful. But yeah, that was bad. There was somebody here who we answered the question for. And yeah, I've got a friend in Leeds who's got a salon, Rory James. So I will link it down below in the description once this is processed, so you can find him. But yeah, he's my mate and he's unreal. We'll just flick through some. Oh, it's Ruby. Ruby's just like throwing it all out
Ruby's
tonight.
Brilliant. She honestly is so on it. I love her.
Here's a good one. So, how often should you use purple shampoo on blonde balayage hair? When you first get it done, just use it. Well, don't use it at all when you first get it done. When it's been 4 weeks, then probably start to use it as the yellow tones start to creep in, depending on how often you wash your hair. Once a week, and then twice a week, 3 times a week. But your hairdresser will be able to tell you, dependent on the tone that you get. There you go. What's your hair routine?
Hair routine. It changes. So when it comes to actually the products I use on it, it changes every single time. Just I have this whole thing that like my hair is at its healthiest when I rotate what I use. So I'll like do a hair mask maybe once a week if I'm on it, if I'm on my routine. So yeah. I'll generally do a hair mask, and I actually leave my hair mask on. I'll just sleep my hair back in a low bun. I'll do it before I go to the gym or something like that, or I'll sleep in it. I wash that out. That generally on like a Sunday, and then wash it, dry it, and I just try not to do too much to it. That's my new kind of hair ethos, is just let it be a little bit.
Yeah. And that is the thing, like if you just don't stress your hair too much and heated tools and over shampoo it, taking away those natural oils, your hair's going to feel so much better.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's really cool comments. Like this one, I took loads of hair from the back of my hair yesterday. Love that. Let's see a picture. We're getting questions for all hairdressers all over. So in Preston, I don't know anybody in Preston. Sorry. Do you know anybody in Preston?
No.
I couldn't even tell you where Preston is, if I'm honest. This one for you, Emily, because like you use loads of hair products.
Yeah, most of the hair products I use are budget. I mean, generally I'll do, so at the minute in my shower, I've got some Kerastars products and I've got the Garnier hair food range. That's what I'll go between. I mean, I've got a ton of others that I like to go between, but L'Oreal Dream Lengths for me is just a great one that I've used for years. I will recommend it forever. It's great. It's always, I mean, it's in the shower now, but I've used the shampoo up. I've only got conditioner left. And then, yeah, Garnier hair food range, brilliant. Yeah, I guess they're my top two. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't comment because I've never used, really. I mean, years ago I would have used Lee Stafford shampoo when I was younger. But I've since being a hairdresser, I just use what I use that on a day-to-day basis. Sulfates. What would you say on sulfates?
Wow, I know nothing about sulfates.
No.
Nothing.
Okay. So like sulfates, this was like a big thing where everyone was like sulfate free, sulfate free.
Okay.
It's just salt basically and it's a cleaning agent. Salt is like a bit of a gritty cleaning agent for hair. Will it destroy my smoothing treatment? Yeah. So the reason for when people say use a sulfate free shampoo conditioner after a smoothing treatment is because it ruffles up your cuticle. Whatever you've put into your hair will come out quicker, basically. It's like, but when you go into, so smoothing treatments are basically proteins that pack your hair flat and then keep it really smooth. And the sulfates will, depending on the sulfate, if it's a cheaper shampoo, if you've got sulfates which are more like a higher grade, they're not as bad. We're just getting questions about hairdressers all over now. I'll go through all the questions after, and if I know anybody, I'll just comment. Essex, Lancashire.
Oh, wow.
He is a good one.
So do you wear much makeup in lockdown? Not really. I mean, for the first kind of month, I really didn't do anything. So I'm at my boyfriend's house, and I didn't know how long I was going to be here for. I didn't really know the situation. I had literally like a suitcase of clothes with me with like one pair of joggers, one hoodie. And I had to buy more clothes. Like I can't go and get them. So no, the first like month I literally did not get ready. But then I've been kind of, I mean, I guess we had to accept at some point, this is life.
Yeah.
And at that point, a couple of days a week, I'll pop some makeup on if I'm filming or something like that. Or if like we've been doing things where we'll like get dressed up for dinner, which sounds so silly, but it's actually really fun. So just little things like that. But I don't wear makeup every day generally anyway. I don't really feel the need to. I don't feel any pressure from anyone to. I just feel like I don't actually look that different with it on or off. So if I can get away with not wearing it, I won't wear it.
I think that's what's so like refreshing with your brand and your image, Emily, though. Like you don't feel the need to have to put loads of makeup on and do you know what I mean? It's just like it's really, really refreshing. Just
but I think that's all down to going to a girls' school though. I genuinely think that's where it comes from. Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we would turn up to school looking, gosh, all sorts of states. And no one would say anything because no one cared. So I've never really felt judged for what I look like, which I'm so, so glad about, so lucky. So I think it stems from just having positivity as a teen when it comes to, what I look like.
Yeah. And like referencing those sort of memes that go on now where it's like me as a 12-year-old against a 12-year-old now. Like,
oh my God.
I mean, TikTok is like crazy with it all.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Have you got any hair hacks for drying your hair without frizzing?
Mine is the GHD Helios. It is life-changing. And I said this, like, I never understood how a hair dryer can make that much difference to your hair, but I promise you it does.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How long have we got? Oh my God. Blown by. So if you put lots of shampoo on your hair, does it look greasy? If you put lots of shampoo on your hair, does it look greasy? Maybe that's a question for you. If you use a lot of shampoo on your hair, do you find it looks greasier than if you use a little bit?
No, I chuck so much product on my hair. I have so much hair, but it's more, I don't know. I've never really thought of it like that. I can't say I've noticed a difference.
No, I mean, to be honest, all I would say is you're wasting it. If you're putting loads of shampoo on your hair, you don't really need it. Your first shampoo needs to, it probably won't lava up because it's removing the surface dirt.
Yeah.
And then the second shampoo will lava, and that's it cleansing the hair. So
okay, maybe I need to do 2 separate shampoos instead of just one overall. Cool,
yeah.
that.
What made you become a YouTuber?
I kind of just fell into it. Yeah, I had a following on Instagram and Twitter, and everyone was like, you should make videos. And I was like, absolutely not. That's terrifying. And then I just went for it, and it was really fun. So yeah, I never thought it would end up being a job, let alone a career that I still do like 6 years later.
Yeah, I was reading, is it The Tab?
Yes.
Yeah, your interview on there.
Yeah.
I was like trying to find a picture, and then when you sent me that picture, I didn't need to, but I was just reading, and like, so did you start with like what's in my bag?
Yeah, I had bits and bobs videos like that. Yeah, I mean, I started originally with fashion. I had a fashion blog for about 6 months. It all started when I went into sixth form, and I had to wear my own clothes. And I was like, well, I'm not going to make an effort unless I have a reason to. Yeah. So it was a bit of like a kick up the bum for myself. I was like, right, if I have a purpose, then I will do this. So every day before school, I would get my mum to take pictures of me in my outfit that I was wearing to school, which thinking about it now sounds so unnecessary, but it was my motivation, I guess. And I started posting it on Instagram, on a blog, and yeah, that's kind of how it grew. And yeah, I started doing fun videos like what's in my bag. I did like a get to know me tag. And then I started, where it really changed is when I started kind of like vlogging my actual life. That's where it kind of became a thing.
Yeah. And like, I really enjoy vlogging, but I think it's really saturated now that people aren't as interested if you haven't got a following. Why would people want to know what you do on a day-to-day basis? Whereas when I'm now trying to find my niche, I'm trying to find specific things, which basically now is all about lockdown and hair, and that's my niche at the minute. Yes. I love vlogging. Yeah. There's just no real pickup for it on my channel because I haven't got.
I think people have to kind of grow to know you, I guess, because I look back at my old vlogs and they have views now, sure, but back in the day I'd probably get like 5 comments, 6 comments, but I still do it, and then people get to know you, and then they get involved in your life. And I have people that come and like message me now being like, hey, like I remember you did this when you were younger, and I'm like, I don't even remember that. Crazy. It's a growth over time. It's not a quick thing. People get to know you. It's like having a friend.
Cool. I know, and I think that is the thing with the lens, treating the lens as a friend. That's what's changed my outlook with filming.
Yeah.
This has been probably a helpful chat. Cool. Thank you. But I will answer all the questions I can in the comments once this is processed. Can we just like grab them products that we sent you just to show the guys, because these are the brand new Joico products. So shampoo, conditioner, Hydro Splash. This for all the people that were sort of wanting thicker, smoother hair without it weighing down, reducing the frizz. Hydro Splash is it, and then Dream Blowout is unbelievable. So this is your primer. So we were talking about primers earlier. So this is your go-to primer to blow dry with, to leave in, to dry natural. Yeah, it's like one of my favorite products. Heat protection up to 240 degrees, I think, so, or 230 degrees. So it goes up and protects against every heated tool on the market. So all those questions that people were saying about heated appliances or too much heat on the hair, or they don't want to use it, Dream Blowout is your go-to product because it will protect against every tool on the market.
It's your safety net.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Cool.
Amazing. Right. Well, thanks for chatting to me. This has flown by.
I know. Well, yeah, no, it's gone too quick.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you, Emily. It's been great to see you again.
Yes, you too.
And we will sort out your colour when we can.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Paul. See you soon.
Thank you. See you. Thank you, everybody.